Hello tutor, I hope you're fine. Today I'm going to answer some questions about the task 2, the nature of linguistics and language. Nicole Vanessa Tello, course Introduction to Linguistics, UNAD 2022. What is dialect? The dialect is the variety of language that people from the same territory share. Likewise, it is how people pronounce certain words and the tone of voice with which they say certain phrases, and that makes us unique from other countries, our way of speaking, of linking those words. In the same way, a dialect or dialect variant is one of the possible manifestations of a given language. It occurs within the framework of a certain context, generally geographical. Uriarte, 2022. In other words, dialects are each of the specific ways of speaking a language that is distinguished in their speech, even though they belong to the same system of meanings and to the same grammatical logic, that is, to the same language. Dialects form a sector within the order of the language. That is, they are an internal category, but not for that reason negligible of a lesser character. Uriarte 2022. Why are dialects important? Dialects are the language in the most allied state that exists. They are the specific way in which we practitioners of a language speak, taking into account our historical, cultural, and anthropological context. That is, making language a reflection of our existence. Uriarte 2022. The differences between dialects can be several, whether in the form of pronunciation, the speed of speaking, the lexical repertoire, sentence syntax, or even in the way of writing words. There are many variants in the pronunciation of Argentine Spanish and Mexican Spanish, especially in the sound of the S. Just as in England and the United States, they will use different words to refer to the same thing. A good example on this is that of flat, an apartment, which in Spanish referred to what we know as a departamento, or in writing the case of color and color. CCO else Houston without date. Okay, example of a dialect according to the Colombian context. The Costeño dialect. The Costeño dialect is spoken in the coastal areas of the Caribbean region of the country. This dialect is related to the Spanish spoken in the southern part of Spain, especially with the Spanish of Andalusia and the Canary Islands. It also takes elements from other areas of the Caribbean, such as Cuba and the Dominican Republic. Cajal 2022. It differs from the other dialects of Colombian because it does not use the oseo, but prefers the use of the personal pronoun tú. As for its pronunciation, the coastal dialects is characterized by the gemination of consonants when the R is found before a consonant. This phenomenon consists of eliminating the R and pronouncing the following consonant as if there were two. For example, the words Cartagena, verdad, and cerca will be said Cartagena, verdad, and cerca. Cajal 2022. On the other hand, the consonants R and D are dropped when they are found at the end of a word. For example, salir en solidaridad will be said, salí en solidaridad. Cajal 2022. Finally, some references that I use for this activity. Thanks for your attention.